You need to do this right now. Every single incantation, every single weapon, every single armor, every single sorcery, everything that you're able to find in the DLC, you're going to be able to apply it on day one and use them. So if you like how that sounds, a like is much appreciated as it helps me out with the algorithm. So let's dive into this video. So what I'm going to provide to you is two different type of stats. First one is going to be at a level 225. This is going to be the minimum that you're going to be able to use in the DLC. You're going to be able to use any strength, dexterity, intelligence, faith, arcane, weapon, sorcery, or incantation, or whatever you want that you're able to use in those different type of 5 categories. So what we need to do is first on vigor, we need to use 15. Mine is going to be 16 and endurance is going to be 15. Now, let's take a look at strength. At strength, we are able to see that the biggest hammer in Elden Ring at this moment is going to be none other than the Giant Crusher. This one is going to take 60 strength to be able to wield this weapon. So that means this is the highest stat in Elden Ring in strength that you need as a base to be able to use this weapon. So in the DLC, whatever is going to hit, hopefully it doesn't hit higher than 60, you're going to be able to use it on day one. Now let's take a look at dexterity. As you know, dexterity is not a status that you need to use as very high, but there is one particular weapon, and that is the Hand of Melina. Now, this one takes 48 in dexterity to be able to wield this weapon. Now, all the other stats, such as strength, don't matter because what we're looking at is the dexterity. As you're able to see there, it takes 48 for you to be able to use this weapon. So once DLC comes, you will be ready to be able to use any weapon that drops at dexterity of 48 and lower. So that is definitely one thing that you need to have. Now let's take a look at the next one, which is going to be intelligence. Now, intelligence. This is mostly for incantations. So we're going to be taking a look at one particular incantation, and this is going to be the Elden Stars. In Elden Ring, currently, the base for this is going to be 70. So if you need to use any incantation that drops at 70 and below, then you're going to be able to use that in the Shadow of the Erdtree. So you want to have this leveled at 70. So if you are the type of player that wants to take advantage of everything in Elden Ring, definitely you need to have 70. I'm also going to provide you a couple more tips for a different type of status in your build, maybe higher, maybe lower, that I will be able to help you guys out. Now, next one is going to be faith. The one that takes the highest in faith is going to be Renala's full moon. As you're able to see here, this one takes 50 to be able to use the Renala's full moon. Now, if you have 50 on faith, day one, you're going to be able to use any sorcery that hits at 50. So definitely you want to be ready. Now, the last one is going to be none other than, yes, Arcane, which is the most powerful status. And guess what? It only takes 27 for you to be able to use this weapon, which is going to be none other than Malwen's Sacred Spear. Okay, you got to defeat the Lord, the Blood of the Lord. Once again, you need 60 for strength, which is going to be the Great Hammer. You need 48 for the Melina, Hand of Melina. Intelligence, you're going to need it for the Eldest Star. 50, you're going to need for the Renala's full moon. And of course, you're going to need 27 to be able to wield the arcane weapon, which is going to be this one. Now, if you want to have the best experience in Elden Ring on day one, yes, you're going to be able to need to be to level 301. If we are able to take a look at my character status here, you're able to see there that I have it at 301. Vigor is going to be 60. I know some of you are going to say, I don't need 60, but you could, if you want. This is optional. Remember this. I'm just giving you the best experience that you want in Shadow of the Erdtree on day one. So if you want Vigor, you could be at 60. Mine is going to be at 35, and Endurance is going to be at 30. All those different tier 3 status are going to help you, and you're going to be able to enjoy Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree on day one. And then, of course, Strength 60, Dexterity 48, Intelligence 70, Faith 50, and Arcane 27. Overall, if you are at level 301 and below, you're going to be able to enjoy and take advantage of all the different weapons, incantations, sorceries, armor that you're going to be able to discover. You're going to be able to find in any drops right away. You're going to be able to use them. So what about if I give you some tips that you want to avoid? And this is what you want to do. You want to avoid one particular, yes, this right here, talisman. Avoid Radagon's Scar Seal, and I believe this one, the Marika Sword Seal. Okay, avoid those. The reason why you want to avoid them is because you're going to be able to take more damage, and you don't want that in the DLC. You want to be the highest and the strongest. And of course, this video is not for you, that you are very OP and you can take out everyone at level 150 with no problem. These are for my buddies, my friends here at the Gamer Fusion to help you out on what you need to do. Now, of course, there are some other talismans that you can take advantage that are going to help you a lot. And one is going to be the Green Turtle Talisman. The Green Turtle Talisman is a must talisman because it will raise the stamina recovery speed. Everything, every single item, every single weapon, incantation, whatever you're doing in Elden Ring, you are going to need stamina. Without it, well, you can't do much. So that is why you always have to raise your endurance. The higher endurance you have, the more stamina you're going to have. But the Green Turtle Talisman does help a lot, especially like in builds. It is a must-have talisman. Another talisman that I want to provide to you is going to be the Dragon's Crest Great Shield Talisman. This one will boost your physical damage negation by 20%. That is an amazing number because if you're low on, let's just say, on Vigor, this provides you with a little bit more strength. And there are a few more, but those are practically the best talismans that you can use now that not only going to give you a little bit more help on strength, but also are going to help you throughout the whole entire DLC. One more suggestion, probably two, is one, the Phlox Canvas Talisman. This is, if you love to run incantations and love those type of builds, this one you must have because it will raise the potency on all the different incantations and it's gonna make you powerful. Also, this one is very good to have. The Carrion Filgrid Crest lowers your FP consumption by the skill of the weapon that you're able to find. And of course, you gotta have Shard of Alexander. This is a no question here. So try to have all the different talismans. Try to have, if you want to take advantage on day one of all the weapons, all the different incantations, sorceries, day one, be at level between 225 and 301. And you're going to be able to enjoy all the different drops, all the different items that you're able to find, and everything that I'm going to bring you from day one, all the different builds, and everything that is going to be hidden in Shadow of the Erdtree. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel for even more Elden Ring, and we'll see you on the next video.